Fresh breaking news that's coming in right now. Ukraine President Zelenskyy has issued an urgent new message warning that Russian artillery fire at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant risks a nuclear radiation catastrophe that threatens not just Ukraine but the entire continent. And he said here very clearly, just a simple message, you know the word Chernobyl. It's a clear warning going out from Zelenskyy. He's not going into details of what the Chernobyl tragedy is because the whole world knows about it. And he's saying very clearly that this risks a global nuclear radiation catastrophe that will not just hurt Ukraine but the entire continent. And thereby they're saying that the world must come together and act right away. Very concerning this. Zelenskyy also now putting out an urgent message warning of a catastrophe. He's in fact said that Russian artillery fire at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant risks a nuclear radiation catastrophe that threatens the entire continent. Ukraine has been saying that if something happens in this power plant, which is the biggest and largest in Europe, it will be 10 times worse than what was witnessed in Chernobyl, when, remember, there was a disaster that broke out at the number 4 reactor, one of the reactors of the power plant. Here the fire hasn't touched the reactors yet. The moment it does, we're talking about a nuclear tragedy. We're talking about a nuclear accident unlike any other. And Zelenskyy is highlighting exactly that. He's saying that this threatens not just Ukraine but the entire continent. And very simply his message is, you know the word Chernobyl, and that speaks volumes. We all know the nuclear accident of 1986. It's the last thing the world needs right now. And perhaps Russia too is listening to this particular message, knows for sure the consequences of this kind of a nuclear accident, of a nuclear leak, of a radiation leak at Europe's largest power plant, and the kind of repercussions it will have for Russia too. So let's see if they kind of pull back now from the nuclear power plant. We're going to be tracking all the updates that come in very closely on what's really playing out at this power plant as well, the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. This is in the southeastern part of Ukraine. So it is close to Russia as well. It definitely is a reason for them also to be worried. Unlike Chernobyl, which is completely in the north of Ukraine, closer to Belarus, this one is near Russia as well. So let's hope that Russian troops kind of back off right now. They've been targeting energy hubs, but this perhaps is something that concerns the entire world. US President Joe Biden has already dialed Zelenskyy. They've spoken in great detail about this. I read out for you also what the International Atomic Energy Agency has said, but they said we're tracking very closely the fire that's broken out at the nuclear power plant. And, images right now are coming in of the shelling that's been reported at this plant. Ukrainian agencies have said that going by this video that they've received, it looks like one of the administrative buildings is on fire. But they're saying that the shelling site is very, very close to the reactors. And if any of these shells ricochets or you see the impact of it also hitting one part of the reactors, it will spell doom quite simply. And they're saying that that's why the shelling must stop immediately. This is very, very concerning for the entire world right now. As Zelenskyy has put it, this isn't just going to hurt Ukraine. This is going to hurt the entire continent. But I'd like to highlight right now that the reactors aren't on fire just yet. This shelling, the administrative building being on fire that you see on your screens, it's close to the reactors, which is the concern. And right now, Ukraine maintains that there's been no de-escalation at the site, that Russia hasn't stopped firing just yet, which is the concern right now, that things could go from bad to worse. And if it does, it's going to be catastrophic for the entire world.